Right now we're going to be taking a look at some of the new cards that are going to be added soon in the future in set 8. It looks like we do have finally a dino after 8 sets. An Armored Dino, Explosive Barrage Dragon, Cramstego, Dragon Empire, Persona Ride, 13k base. When it's unit attacks cost Soul Blast 1, your opponent chooses 3 cards from their drop zone and binds them. If they could not bind 3 cards, this unit gets plus 10k until end of battle. Okay, this is kind of cracked, because this can also be played in Tamayura, just to get against certain matchups. There's very few matchups where this hurts. I think the only matchup that it hurts like really badly, I think might be a lot of archetypes that kind of utilize the drop zone a bit. It's Soul Blast 1, bind 3 from drop, but it doesn't do anything from board. It doesn't interact with the board, and it only gets plus 10k. I guess on a Persona Ride turn, it's 33, which is okay. Well, finally we got a dino in the game, so let's go, Pog. I mean, we have dinos already, but I mean, now we finally have a grade 3 dino. That matters. Normal Order, Dragon Empire, Return to Equinox. Oh, that's so cool. It's skeletons? Fair enough. I mean, like, the planet Crate does have humans, kind of. Like, have their own version of humans. So I guess you'll probably have, like, pirates that eventually, like, rot and decay and turn into skeletons. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Thematically, kind of makes sense. And I guess this person is probably like a cleanser of all evils sort of thing. Shoujo Doji. And you and your opponent each choose one of your rear guards, bind all cards on the chosen R, and each player puts cards bound by this effect into their hand at the end of turn. If you or your opponent cards were bound by this effect, put this card into your soul. Huh. Kinda clears your opponent to have, like, using special interceptors. And then we have Pistol Dragon, Demeteria Dragon, Brand Gate, so grade 2. When it's placed in a Vanguard circle, cost, discard a card from your hand, look at the top cards of your deck equal to the number of different research cards in your order zone, and choose one of them, add it to your hand. So you get Eva skill by discard 1. And you get to, like, search for 1. And this is also good with Amakite, the other researcher, the ones that researches monsters. It's a space dragon, it's not a monster, sadly, so you can't really abuse this. Still good, though. It's still really good. That's really good, and it's a common? It's a common! That's kinda nutty. What? So imagine if you have, like, Tectian in your hand, some variants still play him, some don't. And you discard Tectian, you resolve this first, because this is, you discard it for cost, Tectian resolves after. And then you search to your deck up to the orders. So it's Scry 3, add 1. And then Tectian skill, after you shuffle, take a look at top 5, add 1. And then Eva skill, look at top 4, add 1. Or top 3, add 1. You're adding 3 cards, up to close to 3 cards in the same turn? Potentially? That's nuts. Alright, okay, and then we have Fierce Black Greatsword, Obsciedeid. You know who this reminds me of? That one guy from Grand Blue Fantasy. I don't know if you guys remember it, give me a second. Like, it reminds me of one of the draft characters from Grand Blue. Vasaraga. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't this look like Vasaraga to you? That's kind of cool, right? I like that. That's so cool. You can see it? Looks like a Kamen Rider? Maybe. Could be. You know, who knows? But it kind of looks like a draft from Grand Blue Fantasy. And then we also going to talk about his skill. Rearguard Circle, Guardian Circle. If there are 3 more orders in your order zone. So, sort of like the current Obsciedeid that we have. This gets 5k power. Active on your opponent's zone, and then 5k shield. So it's actually stronger in power in terms of Obsciedeid. Obsciedeid is 13k base, and this is 15k base, and both of them get 10k shield. I would have liked this to have maybe +3 and then +10, personally. But this is better than nothing. This is okay. I'll take it. This is definitely okay. And then glitter forever. Rearguard circle. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, by your card effects this turn. Oh, by your card effects this time, not by a card effect. So this circumvents the whole like order situation that we had with prison. So this is kind of okay. This is really cool. And there are 3 or more research cards in your order zone. During the battle at this unit attacks, this unit battles all your opponent front row in 1 attack. I mean, it's a triple rare. Okay, fair. I was like, yo, okay, fair enough. It's a triple. Fair, bro. What? This is so crazy. And you have the more. Okay, now the grade 2 slots is gonna get kind of tight because you use Combine Rushers, you use old Obsciedeid, the one that gets a crit, and now you also have this. I don't know if you'll have enough space, but you usually used to use the grade 1 to send cards back anyway, so you can cut that and you can play this. But still, then your space is like super tight. You might want to trim 1 Bubble Mine down because you usually. Yeah. Like, you don't play the booster anymore. Definitely don't. Anyway, Versatile Assembler. This card is a magazine promo. Again, I'm not a fan of those, but alright. When this is placed on rearguard circle, cost. Soul Blast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck and choose up to 1 set order from among them. Reveal it and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. This is great. This, I don't know if this gets rid of Tectien in most archetypes, but this is really good. Because obviously this is meant to be used with the Blitz CEO, but this can be played in any of the other set order archetypes within Brandgate. And I think all of Brandgate is set order archetypes anyway, so this can be used in both researcher decks if you want to. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's read the rest of the skill here. Auto. Once per turn, when your other unit is placed on rearguard circle by your card's effect, this unit gets boost until end of turn. So if you create tokens, it works. If you use Blitz CEO skill to activate the grade 3 order to call something, it works. And if you use the hero support, I think the hero set order card calls the card, right, to rearguard circle. That's really cool. That's so dope. Alright, Jack also sent a banger tweet done by Chris as well. Let's take a look what he says. I don't know. Every time I see him, it reminds me of him. I could never be her. Because... Okay. I can never be he. Wait, what was it again? I can only be he because I could never be him? Is that what it is? It's gonna be used in anything. That's so nice. So there's a lot of ways to kind of break this card, right? Unfortunately, it's locked behind a promo wall, but, you know, we'll eventually get it. Hopefully around the period of set state. Like around March, maybe April. It could be a shop promo, tournament promo. It could be a Springfest promo as well. Hopefully the promo situation should be fixed by next year. It also might be a box topper within set 8, which is what they also promised us. No, it was set 9, right? So that's good. I mean, we're gonna get it eventually. I mean, outside of that, that's a really good. It's a really good set of cards. I will preface this is that Overdress is getting a lot of very interesting card designs, and if they might, you know, squeeze in an update for Dare Days in the future, because I think it's locked till set 7. It gives us a really cool thing to look forward to, and if they plan to keep on doing like game updates like this, to be honest, I feel like the infrastructure for Dare Days right now is like if they could shine and polish up a couple things, you know, some of the interactions and stuff gets fixed, I feel that you can kind of just keep on updating the game as long as the servers allow it, right? So this is awesome. I like this. A lot of these cards are good. I'm a big fan of this grade 2. This grade 2. And also this grade 2. And I think one of the biggest issues that Brandgate always had is that some of their grade 2s were kind of... Calm Mind Russian is a fantastic card, don't get me wrong. But I kind of like being able to play something else when I want to. So I like being able to be given a choice of what my grade 2s are going to be. And grade 2s were kind of like some of the weakest archetypal cards within Brandgate. A couple of them were good, but some of them were weaker. But now we have like a plethora of grade 2s to choose from to play in our decks. Grade 2 gaming, exactly. So with that being said, for the YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in, stopping on by. If you want to see me live on Twitch, you can go over to GG Mr. Rogers, twitch.tv. Take care.
In other words, I love you. In other words, I love